Hey guys, it's Max here and welcome to the latest edition of We Are Perfection, the TW save from the 2009 mod. This is going to be a combination of a few things. It is going to be your usual superstars and ECW. It's also going to be like a wee bit of a channel update, so randomly throwing that in here as well. Basically, I want to cover a thing I want to change in the channel and a thing I want to change with this particular save as well. Now, as you know, I do backdate a lot of stuff, so this is as close to as live as you're going to get, i.e. this is going up pretty much as soon as it's made. But what I was thinking with this particular mod is, I don't know how you guys feel about pretty much most series, or even when you're generally booking it. When you're booking something that's got two different brands, it kind of feels like you lose track of where you are, and it's like, I'm here and there, or I'm whatever. Because I feel like, especially the amount of episodes that are going up, you're kind of like a week between each show, and you're like, what happened last week? So I had a wee look around the mod. The contracts for each TV show tend to expire within 2 months, so that's going to give me, basically, we're going to run 8 Raws, 9 ECWs and Superstars, and 9 SmackDowns, and then, with the contract expiring just after the Royal Rumble, the brand split is going, and we are just going to we're just going to run with Raw. I'm going to run with ECW and Superstars. Really, ECW and Superstars will just basically be ECW effectively an NXT, but we'll keep it as ECW. Superstars, the people I won't use on Raw, and I'll just turn off the time limits of the show for Raw, so then, we can have stacked stuff. But it means you can get a lot of matches we didn't see, and it brings a whole fantasy element to the past. I need to remember as well, though, if I was booking it the way I'd been booking it, so 3 episodes a week, you'd be going weekly, pretty much looking at 6 months, that's a bit of a lie, maybe 8 months, 9 months before TEW2020, don't really make much progression into the future. So I was thinking, if we change it to 1 episode of Raw, and then your Superstars ECW, there's a lot more episodes we can get properly into the future. We know we could probably target 2011, 2012 before the new game comes out, so I'm going to go down that route with that, and I hope you guys enjoy that. But that will be a wee bit off, as I say. We need to wait until the contracts end, because I don't want to be losing money with the company, and it lets me kind of forward plan a little bit towards that happening as well. The other thing I was going to say is, as you all know, my time with FM, if you watch that, is coming in pretty shortly. It's got 3 more things to do: win the Champions League with my alarm team, win the Champions League with Motherwell, which you're seeing on here if you watch the FM stuff as well, and winning a Premier League Championship with Plymouth, which I've just been kind of playing offline and kind of popping up on the old Twitter every so often. But basically, I've went ahead. I've got a list of about 40 odd things I want to do in various games, which is why I want Ready FM. And it's really interesting to know if there's any kind of stuff you would like to see on likes of YouTube. I'm going to bring some to Twitch as well. Maybe even bring some to the live streaming on YouTube. But it's just like, I'm going to play this stuff anyway, regardless if folk want to see it or not. It's just, what do you want to see, likes on here, effectively. And I mean, other stuff I don't mind just playing offline, because I do want to get properly through my Steam library and other things. So just running through the kind of things that I'm going to be playing regardless. So if there's anything in this list you'd like to see, let me know. A lot of stuff is out, some stuff is not out yet. So you're looking at likes of F1 2019. I'm looking to try and get to level 50 online there, win the Drivers' Championship on there. So that's something. You get FIFA 20. I want to get to Division 1 on just regular seasons, because I don't want to play Ultimate Team. Big one is going to be Pokemon Sword or Shield, depending what I get. If folk want to see that live play, then I'm more than happy to do that. I'll be playing a lot of that, because it is going to be basically on a home console for once, and I pretty much bought a Switch just for this. So if it hooks up to my Elgato perfectly, I'm more than happy to either do videos or streams of that. Other things that could be playable on here: Batman Arkham Asylum, Arkham City. I can't do the Digimon games because my PlayStation's down the stair. Even if folk just want to have a regular, I don't know, like shoot the breeze, basically just talking about what's happened in the week of wrestling, whatever, football, and I can drive about in Euro Truck Simulator or American Truck Simulator. So if somebody'd like to, see that, just me blathering on for a bit and a wee bit of trucking, I can do that. Looking to maybe go back and play San Andreas, Crash Team Racing I've started to power through, and then you've got your Lego games, Lego Star Wars, Lego Harry Potter, Lego Lord of the Rings, and then other kind of simulator games, bus simulators in there as well. Brother Tale of Two Sons. Another interesting one, especially for you guys that are watching this. Maybe see what we can make happen with Fire Pro Wrestling. I've had it since it was in beta. Whenever it came to Steam, basically, I bought it day one. I've not really put it as much, but if there is stuff people want to see, if you get any ideas what you'd like to see, I can try and make something. It's a lot more easier to make stuff happen than SmackDown, in my opinion. WWE 2K, it's normally called SmackDown vs Raw for a while, but even if there's anything you'd like me to try and do there, I can look into it, because it is something I do want to get into, but it's just trying to find that idea that I've struggled with. Another thing I could do if regarding management sims, since we've had FM, we've had TEW, we'll be doing something hopefully Motorsport Manager, if anyone wants to see that. But the main thing is, guys, don't think I'm ever bitching TEW, like that is always going to be here, and especially when 2020 comes out, it is pretty much going to be the main title. As I say, I don't want to tie into too many things with TEW just now, because there could be great ideas, there could be fresh ideas, but it could be something I want to try in 2020 when there's going to be a lot more stuff to access. So just a blather on there if there's any kind of things you'd like to see or any other ideas you've got. Yeah, let me know. You know what I mean? That's just games off the top of my head. There could be something out there that I've got no idea about. But bought a few things there, a few bits of equipment, hopefully to freshen things up. Get a new camera, so I might actually be on camera for once. Folk can see my terrible beard. Apart from that, what else have we got? We've got a HDMI splitter and a USB connector, so we can hopefully access a lot more stuff. But anyway, on to the matter at hand, shall we? It's the Superstars. Back onto the show. So with this one, I just made it automatically set where we are. So we're at the Palace of Auburn Hills. It is going to be a small attendance here, but I was like, cool, just let me get back into the groove of this. When it comes to Superstars, you're of course putting people on that aren't going to be featuring on Raw and SmackDown. So it was a poor matchup to start the show. Khalito defeats Jimmy Wang Yang in 806 with a backstabber. It was a C60. I was a massive fan of Khalito when I got back into wrestling, so I don't want to just job him out, running into walls, chasing Hornswoggle. We'll give him a good chance here, and Jimmy Wang Yang certainly is going to put up a good performance to put Khalito over. Promo, just basically saying, you know, I'm still here, I'm still winning. That famous promo, and it still sticks with me. Where's Khalito's opportunity? You know, why does Cena always get much? That promo he cut that one time, just stuck with me, and I'm like, yes, you're right, because it mattered not just to wrestling and what was happening at the time, but in real life, like, why are all these people getting opportunities? Where's my opportunity? I'm like, yes, Khalito, I can relate to this. Next up, we had a hype promo for Caval. As we know, Caval wants out of FCW, and as I say, he'll have matches and promoting him on Superstars, and of course, ECW. Women's matchup was extremely short, but it was the Bella Twins over Jillian Hall and Alicia Fox in 5:29, or if you want me to say it the Noam Dar way, Alicia Fox. And Brie Bella defeats Alicia with Twin Magic. C-55 here. The Bellas were just kind of there. They were twins, but obviously they hadn't got quite the power that they had in the future of WWE. I win for them. And what I like is in this time, Jillian Hall was a solid worker that just never really got pushed, and Alicia Fox was probably about 22, 23. It's ridiculous how long she's been in WWE. And in fact, I think she's only like 30, 31 in real life, which is just crazy. Hyped up Chris Masters. The Masterpiece was in the main event, and that was a C60. And he took on Yoshitatsu and winning in 5:29 with a Master Lock Slam. My bad for not putting that as submission, but it gives him a power finisher as well. And he gets a win, a bit of momentum against everybody's favourite ECW superstar. So no specific comments about the show. C-55. It gives you an idea of people who want to push. You know, people. Let's be honest. I think 2005, 2006, people were thinking, "No, this is the future of WWE, Khalito and Chris Masters." But of course, it did not quite turn out that way. But that is it for ECW. Sorry, for Superstars. We'll be back in a minute with ECW, of course, without William Regal. Welcome to ECW, in front of 5,036 fans. Thought it'd be a bit of a treat to give them an interesting promo between Christian and Chris Jericho. It all ties in because of the injury, of course, to the Big Show. So whilst Chris Jericho at this moment in time is still tag team champion, not really decided what I'm going to do with that belt just as yet. You know, do I bring in a partner Do I vacate it? To be confirmed. But he's trying to talk Christian round. He's like, Christian, man. We got, I don't think he'll say man, because that's more a Scottish thing, but basically, old friends. Our enemies at the same time, but old friends, and just try to talk him around saying, come on, man, we had some good times together, and we could be reigning tag champs. You could add your ECW title into the mix as well. A92, Christian ain't taking it, talks about the negatives, even though he was the heel at the time. And yeah, it did a masterful job of Jericho on the mic, got a show off to a strong start, got the crowd hotter. Jericho was the real star. Now, what does it expand on? Well, it brings Tiffany out, and Tiffany, she wants a massive main event on ECW, on Sci-Fi. So tonight our main event will see Christian, the ECW champion, in a non-title match, take on Chris Jericho. Pretty damn good main event. We had Shelton Benjamin in action against Trent Beretta, and about that had decent wrestling, but not a lot of heat. Shelton picks up the win in 7:39 with paid up. C plus 68, a lot more over than Trent, but it's a good opponent for him to have. Disappointingly, both guys though were not quite suited to their gimmicks. Per matchup, we had Paul Burchill defeat Yoshitatsu in 8:25 with a suplex power slam. Absolute travesty that he never got further in ECW because Paul Burchill was pretty damn awesome. But D plus 53 there. Disappointingly, they didn't seem to click and it made for an awkward bout. But Paul Burchill gets the win, gains that wee bit of momentum. After the matchup, him and Katie Lee just beat down Yoshitatsu. I didn't really like Yoshitatsu in WWE, so yeah, it's going to be getting jobbed out an awful lot. Decent matchup, Vladimir Kozlov shows no William Regal hangover as he defeats Goldust in 5:48 with the Iron Curtain. C plus 70. Pretty decent overness, it has to be said there, and ring performance is pretty good. But the win for Kozlov. Crazy, considering what Dustin can still do. He was already getting declining physical ability way back in 2009. Jericho and Christian are about to cut the promo, but Christian just basically says, look at the crap we went through with Chris. He was going to stab Big Show in the back. He stabbed other tag team partners in the back. I'm not falling for that trick, so we'll face each other in the main event. Great wrestling, good heat. Christian picks up the win over Jericho, 11:36 with the kill switch. BA absolutely delighted that Jericho was willing to do the job here. I felt like it was a good opportunity to give Christian a boost in overness, a boost in popularity, and a big win. Give the ECW brand a bit of meaning with this kind of matchup and that kind of win. And kudos to Chris Jericho for doing the job. Obviously, disappointing it was, only an 80, but capped because it's only an 11-minute match. You're limited for time. And of course, there is going to be no real storyline behind it, but a B80, regardless, pretty solid show. And yeah, overall, a decent ECW. So say ECW will stay as a proving ground once we do hit the January time and we get into one main show. But it pretty much will be everyone that is on Raw and SmackDown will go to Raw. There might be some, say, Jimmy Wang Yangs that might drop to ECW as good workers, but maybe aren't going to do something. But we do need to keep some on Raw because we need jobbers, people to put people over. So that's it for this particular episode. Thank you very much for watching. We'll move on to our SmackDown episode and then into December, and then we'll crack on with that. Of course, the pay-per-view in that month, TLC, and then of course the Rumble, and then all begins to change. So cheers for watching, cheers for sticking through. Let us know what your opinions were, as I say, on the potential of moving just to Raw. Your thoughts on, as I say, what's potentially going to come on the channel regarding any of that kind of stuff you'd like to see. And yeah, even what kind of stuff you'd like to see in TEW, if there's anything you think you can fit in before 2020's release, or anything you'd maybe think would be a pretty damn good idea for 2020, maybe hold off and do it then. Let us know, because I say it is going to be my main game. As I say, with TW, I can get through the phases of not playing it for a month, and I can get through the phases of playing it absolutely religiously to the stage where I end up recording God knows how many episodes at once because I've powered that much. So it's really good, especially on like a wrestling weekend, like I expect next week when All Out is on. Of course, the WWE UK, NXT UK show, I expect to get a lot done because watching wrestling, I'm hyped. Unlike Raw and SmackDown, I don't get to watch live anymore, so maybe not as hyped at those times. And some of the shows can be iffy. But yeah, without me bothering on too much, thanks always for watching. Thank you very much for your support, and hopefully I'll see you next time for the next episode of WWE We Are Perfection. Bye bye and enjoy your day.